want to start with the old page right here, the Page of Wands. We'll do a little teaching here real quick, 10 or 15 minutes, and then Q&A for the rest of the evening. I want to show you a very special deck that I like a lot. It's the Arcana. This is a very interesting deck. Here's the Page of Wands from this deck. This is put out by Dead on Paper, and they have other cool decks too. I ordered a couple of them today. I love it. The back has the Tree of Life on it. It's a very cool deck. It has all of the majors in it. There's the Empress, and it's a regular poker deck, right? But with the spades, it does have the Four of Swords up there in the corner, so you can play pips easily with this deck. It also has all the pages in there, right? A normal, a card deck has the king and the queen and the knight, but not the page. So they have put the page in this deck with all of the major arcana. And I love the artwork. It's an amazing deck. It's called the Arcana. It's by Dead on Paper. They have really cool decks, and I love this one. It's very original. They also give you a bunch of extra cards if you want to throw them in. There's an extra world card, the dark one and the light one. It's interesting. They do have their little logo right here on a card, the Dead on Paper, but this is actually has a different back than all the rest as well. It's like their little calling card. They have both the Tree of Life in this deck for extras if you want, with the white and the black. They have two jokers in this deck. And there's also two death cards in this deck if you choose to play with two death cards in this deck. I really like it. Here's the Lovers, but I always like the Lovers card where there's only two myself. The aces are all beautiful. Yeah, here's the other death card. You can see that one is just more of a close-up. Personally, I don't want two death cards. One's enough, but teach their own. It is a very, very cool deck. All the face cards are in here. But like I said, the pips are the pips, but it's got the little stuff right up here in the corner, lets you know the suit. It teach you all kinds of fun stuff about regular old cards. It's a very cool deck. I wanted to share it with you guys tonight. And that'll be our first little page that we're putting up right here. Front and center, our little Page of Wands from Dead on Paper's Arcana deck. Let's see what else we got right here for our little Page of Wands. I like little Page of Wands. I do. I like this little Page of Wands right here. This is a page is like an ace to me, right? It's an ace, but it's an ace that's a face card. Right. And the pages don't have astrological alignments with them. But it is a face card. And so this would be fire. And like I said, the pages are all earth. All the kings are fire plus their suit. All the queens are water plus their suit. All the knights are air plus their suit. And all the pages are earth plus their suit. So this is earth and fire. The Page of Wands is earth and fire, which can be quite steamy. And the Tarot Illuminati shows our little page right there with the earth and the fire and the steam and all that. Tarot Illuminati actually looks like a little flame. I like this page right here, because a page is about being bold, right? Got a great idea. I like the little character in the back. I know it's a little fuzzy, but the little character in the back is like their mouth's hanging open, like, oh my God, they're going to go do it. They're actually going to step up and tell them their idea. Hey, I have an idea, right? It's a page, man. I love this. And this is from Victorian Romantic, Bubba Studios. And I like this little page too. This is from our friend over there at Deviant Moon. Of course, this is the I don't know, the Lumina deck. I don't know what the name of this stuff is. I like this little page. I like these little horns on a little head, right? Got the little wand, right? Little go-go boots, little mini skirt. You know, it's fun. It's fun. What else we got right here? Oh, I like it. Mr. Marchetti's from the Marchetti deck. One of his many. Has a fun back on it too. I love the back on this deck. But there's our page right there. Look at this one. Oh, so serious. Ooh, so serious. I have a golden idea. I love it. I love it, you know, because the page, you know, generally that's why we're a little rough on them with the love readings, because they generally don't have staying energy with them. Right. But I love the Page of Wands. I do. When they come up on a spread, I feel good. I'm like, ooh, Page is here. You know, that's the old love at first sight. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going. But, you know, it's a page. I like it right here. Here's True Black. The one that they say don't shuffle it. So I don't. I just share it with you guys right now. It's a nice little Page of Wands doing a little dance of fire right there. You know, the skirt up in the air. Little risque, you know. I mean, it's a page, right? What do we got here? This is from Tarot of the Holy Light. Here's our page. It's definitely laundry day. I love all the fire and the sun around them, the moon, but yeah, no, it's laundry day. Me, myself, with these kind of cards, like when I used to play at events and whatnot, I used to play with that old Celtic. But anyway, it had Hangman, and Hangman's totally nude on it, and Hangman has a nice piece of junk. And me, I'd get a little brown marker and put a little loincloth on him because it seemed to distract from the tarot readings many times. Oh my, well, it's quite a hangman right there. Yeah, the hangman's definitely hung. To each their own. I got no problem putting a little something, little piece of clothing, if it distracts from the reading, and sometimes it does. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So I got no problem putting loincloths on boys or girls myself. Or a lot of times there's like children that are naked. I had no problem getting a little thing out, putting a little loincloth on people, but that's me. Each their own, right? This guy needs a loincloth, if you ask me. It definitely needs a loincloth. I like this page right here. This is the page from the Tarot of Prague. Look how giant they are, you know. Ooh, this idea is a giant idea. Have the dove of the gods on my head and have Cupid on my shoulder. It's a page, right? I love this page right here. Oh, what do we got right here? I love this. This is from the Mythic Creatures. Their Page of Wands. It's fun. It is the Fire Salamander from the King of Wands. Man, when I did King of Wands, I didn't point out the Fire Salamander. But the Fire Salamander is always around the King of Wands, around his throne or his foot somewhere. There's a little Fire Salamander. I love it. It's gorgeous, right? Let's see. What else we got right here? Let me get my stuff. No more room. Yeah, I got two more. Bohemian Gothic Page of Wands is, well, it's definitely a more of a macabre tarot deck. I like it. It gives different messages. It does. Anyway, look at this little page right here. Oh, help us all, man. Little baby Chucky's bride. What? Anyway, it's a fun page as well. Let me slide them right in here. See if we get one more. I have the page from that funny animal deck. What's the name of it? Fantastic miniature rat. It's the wascally wabbit right there with the boots and looking out over the horizon. Got a great idea. Gonna make it happen. I like it. I like the little wascally wabbit and all that. So I like to set these up here while I get the books out. That way you guys can see the cards and you can see the different flavor of all of the cards. And that's why we play with different decks, get different intuitive hits and all that fun stuff when you play with different decks. And back in the day, I mean, I did have a hard time when they started coming out with a little bit of different flavored decks, but I played with tarot, back when I was in high school, before it was popular, back when it was scary, we were the scary ones. Oh, you do the tarot. Yeah. But that's all changed. So thank the gods for all that. It's getting more and more enlightened as we go along. I want to share some things with you out of the books tonight. I'm absolutely going to be sharing again Kim Huggins' poem on the page of Wands. See, there's our little page right there. Can you see her? She kind of looks like a little flame. The earth and the fire, makes the steam. I'm also going to be sharing from the Mystical Course in Tarot by Michelle Morgan. I'm going to be sharing from my journal as well this evening. Many of you have brought your journals tonight. Many of you will use the thing to stop and pause and put it together. It's all good. And then I'm also going to be sharing, of course, from Tarot Fundamentals. Now, when I was looking for Tarot Fundamentals tonight, these books are super fun. They're so full of information in them that I was just thumbing through it, and I saw this picture right here. The old Zen looking thing right over here. So it caught my eye. It's the Devil card right here. In the back of this book, it shows all the majors. And with this one, it shows this picture right here. It caught my eye today. So I marked it. I read it. It says, tarot rules can bind you in doubt and worry about doing it the right way. Some people say you should never buy a deck, but only accept one as a gift. Some people say you should never read the cards for yourself. Don't limit your own potential by handing over your power to other people's rules. Do you want to buy a deck? Buy it. Do the cards speak to you about your own life? Listen. Break the chains of bondage to any system. I'm going to put of tarot. Break the chains of bondage to any system of tarot that doesn't feel right on a gut level. Beautiful stuff right here. I love this book. And that's it right there. A lot of people are stuck. Oh, man, I got to wait for somebody to give me a deck. I give away a lot of decks, but I'm hoping that there's a lot more people out there reading tarot cards than I could ever possibly give a deck to. But I know a lot of people like that, and it's very special, and I hope I've helped a lot of people move in that direction. But if you want a deck, go get it. And I know that they bashed on Amazon for a really long time and to buy your deck from an Etsy shop and all that. Your call, right? Your call. I go through so many tarot decks that, well, I got Prime. I sit down and order 30 tarot decks at a shot. And Amazon works good for me for that. So if you're getting a deck from me, it came from the old Amazon world just because of convenience anymore. I do like the smaller shops. I used to support them to the best of my ability, but it's just easier for me anymore to go, I want this whole group right here. Send them to me. I'd like them by tomorrow. I want to trim some of them, all of that, right? So I just want to share that with you, you know, and here's the devil card from the Arcana deck. Just figured I marked the page with the old devil right there. So let's get the devil out, right? Let's get the devil out about all the fall de Moran, the wife's tales about tarot. When I hear people say that they can't read cards for themselves, I kind of wonder to myself, well, how did you learn tarot? I wasn't schooled or anything like that. I schooled myself and still do to these days. So I taught myself to read cards, and of course, they would be about me. I would tell Source, tell me what I need to know today. And then I'd write notes down about what those cards were about. Kind of bizarre how my day kind of went like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, you know, and absolutely. You know, I mean, there's a smudge spot around me, believe me. I don't sit here and do it on camera. It's cool for them to do. But there's a smudge spot in my world, guys. Yeah. Burns a lot lately, too. You know, it's kind of crazy. Just burning it up lately, man. Yeah. I get my sage and stuff from Amazon, too, while they're sending me tarot decks. I'm like, yeah, those are most. Yeah, give me a whole box of goodies, yeah. All right. It is what it is anymore in that world. I know that all us tarot people were pretty adamant, at least, you know, it was several years ago, pretty adamant about buying from the Etsy. And I don't have any problem with it. I do prefer to support small business, right? They're the ones getting damn squeezed out, always. Right? So it is what it is, though. All right. Love the smell of frankness, right? And that's the way we're supposed to be anymore, too, as transparent. Transparent. Ain't got nothing to hide. We're good. You know, it kind of makes my eyes open when I get around people that aren't transparent. Why aren't you transparent? You expect me to be, and I am. Anyway, I don't want to get going too much with that. I did want to share that with you. So let's go and do some reading here. I'll get straight to the books right here about our Page of Wands from the Tarot Fundamentals right here. Passionate Pursuit. The Page of Wands is a young person, boy or girl, committed to passionate and creative pursuits. This can be a job, a sport, or a field of study that requires direct contact with people. This dreamer falls in love at first sight. They are dazzled by new potentials and possibilities appearing a full promise. This page often believes that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Now, this page becomes rather obsessed with creation, commitment, and participation, and forgets to take necessary caution. A page can be quite impressionable and suggestible. The page grows and matures by becoming involved in their passions. Their talent is to rework all the experiences, translating them into something personal, independent. The page needs no guide to direct them, but needs stimulus for creativity. The Page of Wands is endless, boundless enthusiasm. Reflected in you. When was the last time you jumped up and down with your cheeks red with excitement? This was the Page of Wands operating within you. When you experience the thrill of the moment with no thought to long-term plans, this is the Page of Wands. Great description of the Page of Wands right here. These generally have this book right here. It helped me with face cards to kind of put them all in a family, right? I got the Palace of the Coins. I got the Palace of Hearts. I have the Palace of Swords. And I have the Palace of Wands. And this book helped me put them together, right? We got the princess. She lives in the palace, right? The Princess of Coins, you know. My daddy's very rich. And it kind of has that flavor to it many times, right? The little Page of Coins and the Knight of Coins, who's got his daddy's coin in his hand, and he's out touring the lands of the kingdom because he knows one day they're going to be his. And Queen of Pentacles, right? And the King of Pentacles. It helped me to do that and see all of these families living in a castle in my mind. And it's helped me with my stories many times. Figured I'd share that with you. So this is from the Castle of the Coins. It's our princess. It's our princess. The Fuel of the Fire. The Princess of Wands, are also called a page. The Knight is called the Knight, or many times the Prince. So this is the Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands, turning one's creative tendencies into reality. The Princess of Wands is a delightful, impulsive creature. Her energy and enthusiasm are contagious, providing inspiration to even the most reserved of people. Her sense of humor is also catching and often mischievous. She is the one who turns the caged tiger loose in the royal gardens, who steals into the palace kitchen at midnight for an impromptu supper, playing hide and seek with the surly tower guards. Her temper is as quick to flame as her whimsy, and her ideas often come and go just as quickly, for she lacks the maturity and experience necessary to bring them into fruition. Opportunities, news, and revelations surround this fiery child. Revelations, you know. We got to remember that about the page. They may just have a really amazing idea. They may. She will awaken you to the spontaneous and creative spirit of life and provide a fearless sense of adventure. Yeah, I love it. I love it when it shows up. And let's talk about that. When the Page of Pentacles shows up in your tarot spread, classic interpretations for upright meanings of the Page of Wands. Upright, unexpectedly exciting news, a messenger. All of the pages are messengers. They carry the bidding of the king. So all messengers. I see all of the pages as communication, except I'm a little hesitant with the Page of Swords about being an actual message. To me, that's somebody generally stuck thinking about talking. Normally, there'll be a page that comes out soon after that with a tarot reading because they break through. The creativity and enthusiasm of youth, an opportunity to begin afresh. Courage waiting to reveal itself. A young person with a zest for life. And travel. And again, if you want to do ages with face cards, I don't see anybody really over 25 in the age group of a page. And that's really pushing it. Maybe 21, 22. The Knight, again, 25 to 35, but that's kind of pushing it with the 35, right? 20 to 30. And the Queens, right? 30 to 40, maybe the 45 in there. And the Kings, anybody over 45. I put those ages in there myself. If you want to know those kind of ages and kind of stuff like that with a face card. There's a lot to a face card. Let's look at another upright interpretation if it shows up on your spread from notes from my, what have we got here? Breathing new life into something, encouragement, containing and directing one's energy. That's nice, man. Manifesting one's goals and ambitions, the power of the will, a direction of one's passions, fueling oneself, grounding one's passions and desires into reality. Consumption, a passionate and mischievous person. A little fiery page right there. Intensity, being playful, boundless energy, turning one's creative tendencies into reality. Let's look at, let me see, I got one right here too, upright. First spark of passion, inspiration, desire, acted upon quickly, making your impulses a reality through application. Somebody with endless energy and passion, somebody starting a project or just setting out for a goal, an object of desire. Nice stuff. Let's look at the page if it shows up in reverse on your spread. She tries in vain to channel her energy and bring anything forth to fruition. Her frustration and self-imposed strain has blocked the flow within the page. Frustration comes from a blockage within. You may feel tired from pushing so hard. You may feel that your efforts have been in vain, unable to get in touch with your inner powers. Creative energies seem to spurt out with nothing to show for it. The card suggests taking a break and letting the energy return naturally. In a situation, this card warns of difficulties in venturing into new fields. There may be creative or artistic development or difficulties. The inability of emotions from stress and general unhappiness. Partnerships and relationships will be tested. Yeah, to say the least. Reversed right here from the Tarot Fundamentals, gossip, advice, bad news, indecision, and the inability to communicate that, stifled. Yeah. All right. That's enough reversals right there. You can study them out yourself. Pretty much with me, with a reversal, it means pretty much the opposite of what the card does in the upright. That's how I read them. It's generally damn accurate too. All right. Let's get some buzzwords right here. And then I'm going to read Kim's poem. I don't know why I turned my page. I don't know why I turned the page. There we go. Back to the page right here. So if you want to use your pause and all that when you look later. Let's do it. Some of the key words for Page of Wands: passion, inspiration, spark, enthusiasm. It's an interesting one. Ego, self, new ideas, new awareness, foundations, results, manifestation, enthusiasm, exploration, discovery, free spirit, creativity, love at first sight, loyalty, travel, support, friendship, commitment. I never read that when I see a page. Maybe I should. I do feel that, it just may not have the lasting power. It definitely depends on the cards that are around the page, don't it? Messenger, confidence, insights, curious, adventurous, playful, outgoing, risky, candid, impetuous. All right. Did nice little stuff right there. Don't want to go on and on and on. Gonna read Kim Huggins' poem. It's like the Page of Wands talking to us. Let's see if I can keep up with it. Some of them I can. Some of them, I like poetry. So I do. Shh, don't tell anybody. I don't write it or any of that. That's like a lot of it. Anyway. Here we go. Princess of Wands. The fuel of the fire. Before fire is even a spark, when it is merely an idea and an impulse towards light and heat, there must be the fuel. No creative act occurs without inspiration, without a foundation, without grounding in the reality of action. I am the grounding into which creative impulses are seated, the waiting womb into which the first fiery burst of inspiration is planted and rooted. The desire when the impulse finds action and result. It is in the girding of my loins that I bring forth more fire. Yet with my birthing into activity of the first spark of inspiration, I also become the limitation of creativity, the boundaries within which desire and passion function. I am the container of fire, the lamp, the torch, the hearth. I am the vessel of creative thought and passionate impulse, the finished masterpiece, the thrust of desire, the result of inspiration. Yeah, the fuel of fire of the Page of Wands. I love a page, man. I love a page. And that's really bold, and it definitely I think my favorite page here is this one. I just get a kick out of that one right there. That's our page, boy. I love them, So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you didn't, just thanks for sticking around. Thanks for letting me teach a little bit. It's very good for me. Thank you.